Hello, I come back. Sorry, somebody interrupt my recording because I use my phone to record, and so when somebody, actually my husband tried to call me, when he tried to call me, then it interrupt. Okay, so anyway, let's do about 10 more minutes. Let you go. Okay, so we talk about we can find the meaning of life through the experiential value. Okay, and one of the term they use, the first one they say can go to the self transcendence of human existence. Okay, so that's mean, sometimes we can experience something beyond us. Okay, beyond ourselves, especially when you are in the situation it's really unpleasant, you don't really like it and like suffering, like right now the coronavirus, we don't really want this, right? They say we can still go beyond. Okay, that means sometimes we can forget about ourselves. Okay, so here say by forgetting himself and giving himself, overlooking himself and focus on outside. Okay, then uh, they can give you find another meaning of your life. Okay, so rather than just focus on yourself, especially if you are sick, you're flu, you don't feel you're painful, here hurt, there hurt, if you can go beyond this, think about, look at the outside, the beautiful of the outside. Okay, especially right now spring everywhere is so beautiful, then you can find some pleasant and joyful feeling, you know, come out from your heart. Okay, so that's first one. The second one they say through loving and caring others. Okay, that make you find the meaning of life. Okay, and a lot of you are major in criminal justice, you want to helping people, and you take this class called Intro to Counseling class, you want to learn how to helping people. So here say the true meaning of the life is to be discovered in the world rather than within man of his own psyche. Okay, so we find the meaning through caring others. We do love others rather than just focus on ourselves. We can find the meaning of that. Okay, and they say the more one forgets himself by giving himself to a cause to serve or another person to love, the more human he is and the more he actualizing himself. So the more we forget about ourselves by giving people love, the more we will find, feel good about yourself, feel your whole life is fulfilled. Okay, fulfilled. Okay, so that is very good notes for us, right? And say happiness must happen, and the same holds for success. You have to let it happen by not caring about it. Wow, right? Happiness must happen, and the same holds for success. Well, we want happiness, we want success, but that's what he said. You have to let it happen by not caring about it. If every day you just wait for get your A for the class, or you just every day wait for the success the moment, and you will lose the joy of the process, right? I think it's more interesting for the process than the end, right? And just let it happen. If you keep working hard, like for example for the class, right? And every time you enjoy write down the paper assignment, right? Then end it, you get a good grade, right? So I think it's important to enjoy the process, and that here say, just you want to happen, then enjoy the process, and then naturally they are going to happen. Okay, sounds good. I like this. How about you? Okay, And next, the third one say, allow, if you can, well, I have a true self transcendent. Let me see. So at first one, okay, so first one is self transcendence of human existence. Okay, so then go beyond you. Okay, and then the third one is self transcendence of human existence allow people bear the suffering. Okay, so we can go beyond ourselves. We more likely able to bear the moment you don't feel comfortable. Okay, so I think that's very important. Okay, because a lot of here talk about when he in concentration camp, he saw if some people they are not able to go beyond, they tend to feel suffering, and they may tend to commit suicide. Okay, but then he said when he asked those people, if you think you can do something for the life, then people feel like, oh, I still have more to offer, then they more likely to survive. If they feel that people feel nothing for them, the life is nothing they can do, then they tend to believe their life should be over, right? Okay, so this is the experiential value. The last one called the attitude, attitudinal value. Okay, so that means our thinking, our attitude about, especially when people are suffering, how can you change that attitude? Okay, so they say this one, through the stance taken toward unavoidable suffering. Okay, so like right now, this virus it's happened now. Okay, if one choose Beverly over cowardice, mercy over revenge, or justice over appeasement, then the attitudinal value has been actualized. So that means you can, they have both sides. Which side you want to choose, right? You want to choose negative side or you want to choose positive side, right? Okay, so first of all, there are a couple things. How do we change? Change a personal tragedy into trial. Can you do that? Okay. Change your tragedy. You want to be suffering or you want to be a winner. Okay. So here he's encouraged us that we must never forget that we may also find the meaning in life even when confronted with a hopeless situation, when facing a fact that cannot be changed. He said, don't forget about it. Don't forget about even the situation is very, very, very sad. Very, very, very bad. We as a human, we should still able to find the meaning in life. Okay, so that is something. If we can do that, we able to more enjoy our life, right? Do you think that's true? Okay. The second one, he said, the unique opportunity to learn to bear his burden. Okay. When you are suffering, that is a unique opportunity for you, for us, to learn to bear our burden. Okay. A lot of time we don't know how much we can, but when you are suffering, then that is a chance you can see. So right now, the whole world deal with coronavirus. Okay, and I found people, their heart become very soft, right? They will say, well, you stay home when you are sick, right? Take care, be safe, right? And you find people start to learn to care other people and start to appreciate how important of the life, right? So and that's the opportunity. I love opportunity that we can see how we handle this problem, right? Okay. So I think that's very important, right? Okay. Another one is it's hidden opportunity for achievement. Okay. So a lot of you should already remember what we talk about his life story, right? So after he come out from concentration camp, he spent 9 days to write down a book called Man's Search for the Meaning, right? That is a hidden opportunity, right? He get through that experience and he able to write down. So we have chance to learn how he overcome the tragedy. And we able to see how he can still be positive even in that painful situation, right? And then so they give us an encouragement because what in our life, I don't think everybody can always be successful, always be smoothly, right? So here he said, life's meaning is an unconditional one, for it even includes the potential meaning of unavoidable suffering. Life's meaning is unconditional one, for it even includes the potential meaning of unavoidable suffering. Okay, so and they have so many here too. Suffering have become a test on which we did not to turn our backs. We had realized it hidden opportunity for achievement. Okay, for tears born witness that a man had the greatest of courage, the courage of suffering. Okay, so he said even when we say meaning not just come from when you are success. Okay, meaning not just come from when you get A. Okay, meaning also come from when you fail class. Meaning also can come from when you are not feel you can understand what's going on in life. Okay, they all have meaning. It's unconditional. Okay, so when we are, no matter what we see the life, whenever situation you encounter, ask yourself, what can be the hidden opportunity for this? Can I success? Can they make me achieve something? Okay, so that's just number 3. Okay, number 4, he said, give him ample opportunity to add deeper meaning of his life, right? So even he said, it is death itself that make life meaningful. There's no one and nothing that can undo it, right? So when you even hear, even when you face the death, right, and you know that make your life meaningful. You know how we should appreciate precious whatever we have, right? Okay, they say suffering is an inevitable part of life, even as fate as death. Without suffering and death, human life cannot be complete. Wow. So life have be complete without suffering, without death, life cannot be complete, right? So I believe with that experience, he feel his life more complete. That's why he become very good motivational speaker later in his life, because he had been through that. And so any words come from his mouth, come from his heart, is able to touch people more, right? Okay. The last one is even the tragic situation here, say tragic triad. Okay, see which 3. He believed pain, guilt, and death. He called us tragic triad. That means when people have tragedy experience, is maybe they feel guilty, they feel painful, they feel death. But this can develop to what? Tragic what? Optimism. Okay, to become a good blessing. They can become a good blessing. Okay, even it's negative. Here say, life's negative aspect can be turned into something positive. Okay, by resolving suffering into an achievement, by driving from guilty the opportunity to transform oneself for the better, and by drawing from life transitory nature and incentive to take meaningful action. Okay, so even you are challenged, but then you can turn them around. Okay, so that's very important when you are, and that's actually that's his life, right? How he turned the concentration camp experience become courage for people, right? Because he know life is never perfect, right? And actually, in his book, he say one person actually in the prison send him a letter, tell him even he's in prison, he found that's the most meaningful life he have so far, and he enjoyed very much. Okay, so I think that's something Frankl's book and lecture and speech then motivate this person even in the prison, then how to overcome and then how to find the meaning of the life. Okay, so I think I already covered quite a bit today, right? Okay, so hopefully this is helpful way for you to learn. Okay, so your job is go through the PowerPoint we have so far, and then your next work is go to our discussion section. I want you to share with me, at least about 300 words. What is the part that you learn from the lecture we have today? It's touch your heart, okay? How they apply to your life, and give me some of your insight. Okay, sounds good, and that's required, and that will be part of your attendance. Okay, then also if you want, also you can share with me, since I will have no. Remember when we in the class I can ask each of you share with me something. I cannot do here in this way, but then do your writing. Please tell me, is this helpful? And do you like Frankl? And then how this it's helpful. Okay, so thank you for your lesson, for this lecture, and be safe, and I see you next time. Bye bye.